But it wasn't until I can't remember who it was exactly, but I know someone had left a comment saying something like that they barely get to see it anymore. Well, I guess from anyone really, like any of these Sims 2 videos. Yeah, I know it's an older game, and I'm sure people are focusing on, Sims 3 and Sims 4 nowadays. But yeah, that particular comment got me thinking. You know what? I've been focusing on a lot of other things lately. Why don't I just, come back to Sims 2 a little bit? So we're here today, and we are running. I don't know if I want to call it. Well, I guess it could be a mall because it has well, let me. You have a grocery department over here, which is where I am. You have a sort of game type store over here. Bathrooms, elevators. Then you go up to the second floor. You have barbershop and clothing. And more bathrooms. We have only been open for a day so far with this particular store. So, that being said, I suppose we'll head back into it. So yeah, a couple of Sims here. I do wish I could just, bring more Sims in. Like with Sims 4, you might get up to 10 Sims at once. Sims 2, something in the area of 3 to 6. I mean, assuming I'm correct. Little entertainment center upstairs. I might end up putting a sort of eatery, sort of food court over here or something. We will just have to see what exactly transpires over here over the coming while. Back to me. Just messing around with some stuff over here. Cool, cool. So let's see, what should we go with? Why not? And Noble Reputation. See if it helps bring in more customers, maybe. Part of me kind of prefers the Sims 2 stores over the Sims 4 because, well, Sims 4, let's see. I mean, you certainly have more options as to what you can sell, like on shelves. You can kind of sell food in the Sims 4 stores, in those like freezers, kind of like these. Only you don't have these particular like food shelves. Ooh. Somehow I missed these. It's hard for me to say if I can set my own custom prices on Sims 4. I mean, when I sell my stuff, I just like, throw it on the shelf and hope for the best. This is different. I can just do this. And I'm already a rich sim, so I'm like, what? Hold on, let me. Somehow I'm forgetting what some of these things is weird. Hold on, what's going on up here? Yeah, shopping for clothes up here. Okay. Okay, just make sure you're set there properly. Alright. Wait, didn't I say that's just $1 or a simoleon? Or somehow like reset back to something. Okay, you are supposed to be 35. You'll have things cheaper because it's hard times, you know. Oh, yeah, I'm not going up there. Not when I have a cashier to run. Anyway, like, you definitely don't have all these, these kind of awesome, shelving choices in which you can, sell your food with on The Sims 4. You don't exactly have these. You can sell new games with on The Sims 4. You do technically have games you can play, but it's not like pinball like this. You do have you do kind of have clothing you could sell, but it's on like single mannequins and all that, standalone mannequins. Plus, at the moment at least, you don't exactly have the ability to run a barbershop with the barbershop chair and everything. So, besides, how many malls also have bowling alleys in their in the building? I don't know if I've ever been to a mall where they had that. Like there's a bowling alley in a mall. I mean, I know Mall of America has some, was it Mall of America? There was a mall that had a, theme park built into it, something like that. Roller coaster, whatever it was. I think there's also one that had a water park in there or something. Feel free to correct me if I'm wrong on any of that. Because that's just, what I believe I had heard at least. $41 04 12. I was trying to read what was on the friggin' cash register then. Lauren Reed just came in. Alright. 9 or what? Yeah, I think I can read whatever's on the friggin' cash register. 41... What? It's probably in Simlish as well, so I obviously wouldn't be able to, understand it just like that. Then again, who can really say they're fluent in Simlish? I doubt anyone can, to be honest. They aren't really at those pinball machines. Clearly I run an arcade more than I run a frickin' store, or mall. Then again, sometimes all people ever care to do is just go to a mall and play whatever arcade games they may have. Then again, some people go to a store for clothes. Some of them just really go to the mall for, the food courts. It's kind of like, it's kind of like, I had lived in a different place a few years back, and I lived, maybe a few miles outside of a mall that they had. The Greenwood Park Mall. I'm sure you might know where that is. Now this mall had quite a lot of stuff going on. It's like they had well, they had JCPenney. They had this really yummy candy store called the Candy Factory. No, it's not exactly as Willy Wonka as it sounds. No, but I tell ya, they had some yummy stuff there. But they also had pretzels. They had fountains that people seem to throw their coins into for whatever reason. There were some places for the kids, and then this food court. There was this really good pizza place. It's called Pizza de Roma. I don't know if you guys know what I'm talking about exactly, but they saw this really good pizza that had these good cheese sauces, and they had breadsticks filled with pepperoni. Good stuff. I mean, that particular mall, the Greenwood Park Mall, that was a good place to go to on a good day. Tassies. Not Tassies. I decided I wanted to have my sister into this game. Not Tassies. Okay. You're not getting very many customers now, are you, silly? People like shopping more. Anyway. But I guess, some malls also have bar shops. It's fine. But yeah, in the Greenwood Park Mall, it's like, that place had really changed following, there was a tornado that had torn through, parts of Greenwood back in, I can't remember what year it was exactly, but I know it was, it was definitely at least first or third grade. So probably 2000 to 2003 somewhere. tornado came through Greenwood, pretty much wrecked the mall. And boy, that's probably the first time I ever seen any kind of like tornado damage. Now, I can't recall exactly what the mall might have had inside it before, but they also had this really good cookie store, like right around where you would go to the food court. They would also that cookie store would sell some pretty good M&M cookies. But yeah, So basically, yeah, I did end up living in Indiana, a few years back. And, I would also remember, like, going up to this YMCA that they had up there to, swim every so often to play. And there was this Chinese buffet that my family and I really liked. And, this pet store I think was called, Uncle Bill's or something like that. Sometimes we'd go in there, look at the animals and all that. It has been probably 8 years since I last been to any of them. So I could only imagine what the heck has changed with them since then. Because now, basically I live in a place where, well, you get all these hurricanes. But, not that I'm not saying I'm not saying I don't really, like living in a different place, but it's, so let's say you guys have gone to a mall. I mean, I'm assuming there is a mall, near where you live. What is your mall like? Like, what kind of food does it have? What kind of stores does it have? That kind of thing. Yeah, sorry if that felt like it went nowhere. Like I just pretty much broke down into storytelling mode and quite, intent on it. But it's just I'm just reminiscing my past years as I run this little mall of mine, or whatever else you want to call this. Okay, this is getting a little boring. We need to do something about those. course, not getting a lot of sales right now. I want to see if we can get that going again or not. Who came down? Okay, Lauren Reed. What games do we have? Sims busting out, man. I could be wrong, but that has to be probably the first Sims game I ever played. It was on the GameCube. I mean, this thing has to be... I want to say it was released about 2001. So about 15, at least 15 years old now. SimCity, Ski something or other. And you got magazines. Also, I'm like, I definitely do kind of prefer Sims 4, maybe a little more, because, I mean, let's face it, have you seen these Sims? I mean, these Sims might as well be stick figures because how thin they are compared to the Sims in Sims 4. I mean, you could see what you've done, what you could do to them. You can't really do a whole lot to these guys. I mean, like, you can't really give them that much muscle or anything. Oh, and here's a bit of a funny story with Sims busting out. Man, oh man. Actually, there's kind of two. For those who may remember Sims busting out, whenever I'm in the, well, there are a couple of careers that involve me going to a place called Tone's Gym. I'm having to work out a lot, and sometimes all I ever hear is, ugh, and all that kind of thing, those kinds of things, so they're working out. Also, I think it was my older sister who pretty much started it, but when we were running our own house, we would sometimes build pools with diving boards. But here's where it gets a little twisted. It's like, again, I can't remember who exactly started. I don't know if it was me, I just kind of doubt it, or if it was my older sister. But as our Sims are going up to the diving board, the pool would be removed, and the Sims would just jump right out of the diving board and just pretty much, well, let's just say you really don't want to you know, constantly throw yourself into the ground until you're done. That's all I'm gonna say. Now this is a bit of a kind of a twisted thing that kept going for, like, you know, quite a while after that started. I really don't know why it did, but oh well. Oh, hold on, do you need help? Hey, you.
Remnant.
Praja.
Groofly is to Pradahat.
Liga, passou.
Vadish.
Venha. Eu vou numa caixa?
Silva.
Vá donde?
Sofa.
Shazé.
You're pretty much right next to it. I'll be right over here. Well, I hope you guys really don't mind me just, reminiscing about the past and all that. And again, the past really can just, bring back a lot of, nice, although potentially pretty crazy memories, depending on whatever happened. Oh well. Are they really still going those games? Come on, dude. Oh well. Well, I think maybe that's good enough for now. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you also just as much enjoyed the little storytelling I was just going on with, even though I didn't really plan on it or anything. Let me know if you want to see more Sims 2. Please leave a like if you can, and I'll be back with more Sims 2, I guess. Thank you for watching.